Okay. Soul psyche, right? Our daily question is, how do you spell that? Soul psyche, right? There's three of them. So the first one, we soul, right? Everyone point to the soul in the table. Okay, so you guys see the screen, the green?
Yes.
Okay, this is soul, okay? Soul,
So I know.
soul, this is just S, right? And then soul, there's a U sound, right? Soul, and then what is sai? How do you spell sai in hiragana? It's sa and e, right? Sai, right? Sa and e, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you write sa? Is it, is the hook to the left or is the hook to the right?
It's that way.
It's
I don't-
left or
don't know.
right? Let me see. Left or right?
That way.
That way. Okay, let's see the answer, okay? Let's see if we have it. So it's actually to the right. Very close. You're at 50%. But this there actually is the answer. This is actually sa. Right? And easy rule of thumb is the sa, right? The English S is like this, right? And the point, it's English. The end points to the left, but the beginning turns to the right. So if it's sa, it's always at the beginning, it turns to the right because it points to the right, right? You see this, it's kind of like writing a nose. This S almost is like a nose. So, so just think about this is a sa, right? Right. Right. You can, right, okay. So soul, soul, and I want you guys to write it on your notebook too. Soul, sai,
Look, this one is pointing that way.
ki, right?
This one
Ki.
is pointing that way. This is pointing that way.
Does it look like this? Does the key look like this?
Look.
Look on your table. Is that a right key?
That's an E.
That's a what?
An E. E.
That's a E, but what about this? What is this? Right? Look in your notes and find it out. Okay. I, U, E, O. And then ka. What's after ka? I, U, E, O. Ka. Ki, right? So what is this? That's actually it's a key, right?
Yeah.
Both side key, right? Genesis. Okay. And let's just listen to what this says.
Key. This is the key.
はじめに神が天と地を創造されました。はじめに、はじめ, if you guys write it down on the note, it means start. はじめ means start. What does はじめ means, guys?
Start.
At the beginning or start, right? はじめに神. What is 神?
Kami.
Do you remember Genesis 1:1? Who is it talking about?
God.
Okay, Kami is God. Okay, you guys have read that in notes. And I want everyone to write this in your note. はじめに神が right? That's a ga. Why is it not ka?
Because there's two lines.
Yes, good job, Johnny. Okay, I have to send you more candies. But that's a ga, right? And ten to chi wo so saremashita, right? And if we add some sound effects, it would sound something like.
創世記第一章。
創世記。
はじめに神が天と地を創造された。
はじめに、what did he say? はじめに神が天と地を創造されました。Right? 創造、what does that mean? What does 創造 mean? Right? Ten is sky. To is and, okay? To usually mean and. Ten to chi. Right? In the beginning, God created ten to chi, right? God created heaven and earth. So ten is heaven and chi is earth. Are you guys following?
I'd like you to start from the beginning so I can write down how to say it.
Okay. はじめに
Okay.
はじめに神が天と地を創造された。創造された means he created, right? He made this. And はじめ beginning. 神 means God. And ten to chi means heaven and earth, right? Ten is heaven. To and usually in a sentence, and chi means earth. を創造されました right? And we talked about wo and ni and all these, right? It usually relates to ni usually relates to time, and wo usually relates to what is it? What is the relation of the subject and to action, right? Kane o mochi. Kane is money. Wo mochi. Mochi means hold, right? Kane o mochi. Hold the money, or he have the money, right? So it's talking about someone have the money. Let's say Johnny have money to, you know, after he did chores, he have money to go, maybe get some ice cream for his sister, right? So Johnny wa kane mochi shita, right? So you can say that. And sozo, can anyone guess what does sozo mean? That's a very important word. Elizabeth?
God, does it mean love?
Right. What is Genesis 1:1 right? That's close. What is Genesis 1:1 right? In the beginning, God created
Heaven
Heaven.
and earth. Heaven and earth. Heaven and earth.
heaven and earth. Heaven is 10, right? Heaven.
The earth.
And earth is chi, right? Earth is chi, 10 to chi. Okay. So what does sozo mean, right? In the beginning.
Would it be beginning?
You guys listen first. Okay.
Beginning.
What does hajime means?
Created.
What is created? Which Japanese is created? What do you guys think? Is it hajime ni? Or is it kami? Is it tentochi or sozo? Right?
Sozo.
Sozo. Create. Okay, good job. Yogata. That's creation, right? Create God. God in the beginning, God, and he did something with heaven and earth, and he created it. Japanese is almost backwards sometimes. He talk about the subject first, we talk about God first, and then we talk about the things that God did with heaven and earth, but it always is a subject and an object and a subject first, and then a action and a verb, right? So in the beginning, if we tie it down, tie this, the Genesis 1:1 to the English, it's in the beginning, God, heaven and earth. God, he did something with heaven and earth, and he created them, right? So that's, everyone is getting that.
Hi.
Hi, good. Okay, so next sentence we listen.
創世記
Okay.
神は仰せられた。
光あれ。
地は暴漠として何もなく、闇が大水の表の上にあり、神の霊がその水の表を動いていた。
Remember when the earth was nothing, right? Chi is earth, right? What is chi, guys? Chi. This word right here means earth. Do you guys see it? Okay. Chi wa hoboku. Hohaku. Hohaku. Hohaku, that sounds very difficult, right? But hohaku means very wild, very wild, very plain. There isn't anything, right? And then this word after, right? Chi wa hohaku to doshite. Doshite means, this is doshite usually means explaining something. So doshite is explaining this. Nanmonaku. Nanimonaku. Can everyone say nanimonaku? Nanimonaku means there is nothing. So what is the earth in this situation? Is there something there? Right? Because all this here highlighted in purple. This is hohaku. Chi wa hohaku shite nanimonaku. Right? And do you guys know what's the Japanese for darkness?
No.
No. It's yami, right? Ya and mi. Yami, put it together, that's darkness. And this is a kanji for it. But you can see the yami right there. Right? Yami. Yami means darkness. Yami ga omizu. Do you remember when we talked about serving in a restaurant? Right? Mizu o kudasai, right? Nanmei sama desu ka? And then you guys would say, if Johnny no, not yet. You guys have to say how many people was there, right? So if it's Johnny and Sharon, Elizabeth, you guys go in the restaurant and the waiter asks, Nanmei sama desu ka? And what do you guys answer? Right? So how many people do you guys have? Right? It's
3.
Johnny, it was 3. So how do you say 3 in Japanese? Okay, that's right. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, sanmei desu, right? Or sannin desu, right? Sannin. Can you guys say it? Sannin. Sannin desu. Sannin desu. Okay, good job. So, how do you ask for water? Do you guys want to know? I mean, we mentioned it. Okay. Water is mizu. Mizu, right? So it compiles of a mi and zu. Mizu. Right? How do you say water, please? Right? Mizu o kudasai. Everyone say mizu o kudasai.
Mizu kudasai.
Yep, that means can I have some water, please? And it's very easy when you're asking someone for anything, right? You can say pizza o kudasai. You can say what are you guys having for dinner tonight?
We're staying home.
You're staying
that-
home. What are you guys having for dinner?
We're not
sa-
having. We're having sandwiches. We had sandwiches because mommy.
Sandwiches.
Because we're
Sandwich.
moving in our daddy was
Kudasai.
getting ready.
Can you say to your mom about sandwich kudasai? Sandwich kudasai.
I don't know how to write it.
No, you're supposed to say it.
Sandwich kudasai, ne?
Johnny?
What?
Can everyone say it? Sandwich kudasai.
Sandwich.
Sandwich kudasai. Right? Okay. Omizu, what does mizu mean?
Water.
Water. Good job. Okay. Good job. Okay. So darkness was before oi, omizu, oi, right? O. If you see two os, that means big. Oi, omizu, in big water, right? In the so you can imagine there's, it's very dark and there's a lot of water and also there's land, right? And yami ga o mizu no omote no ue ni ari, right? Omote means the surface. Okay, what does omote mean? Surface. Surface. Do you guys know what a surface is?
The top of water or something, or the top of
Right.
something.
The top of something or outside of something, right? So this is talking about the top of water. So good job, Johnny. Yami wa omizu no omote no ue ni ari. Ue ni ari. Right? Ue means up. Right? I'm going to draw it here. This is ue. And it almost looks like a, almost looks like an arrow, right? Pointing up. So ue means up. What does ue mean?
Up.
Okay. And shita means down.
Down.
Shita means down. What is down in Japanese?
Stop.
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 Right? Shita. Okay. So far, any question about 初めに神が天と地を創造された? Right? In the beginning, God did something with heaven and earth. He created them. And 地は荒白として何にもなく. The earth is very vain and there's nothing. 闇が大水の表の上にあり. On the surface of the big water, right? Great water, there is darkness. And what does this word mean, guys? Kami, right? What does kami mean?
God.
God, right? Kami no, God's no means possibly s, right? Usually, remember? Kami no re, this is a new word, right? Re means spirit, right? Remember who was on the spirit, on the surface? It was the
God.
Holy Spirit, right? It was God, the Holy Spirit, right? Kami no re, right? Or Japanese, you call it seirei. Everyone say seirei, seirei. That means the Holy Spirit. Very good. Seirei. Here's how you write it. And I want you guys to do a quiz on how do you spell say they in hiragana. I'll give you a minute. Say they, right? Katakana, hiragana.
What do we have to do?
Hiragana. Have it, Elizabeth?
Not yet.
Say they, say they, right?
I can't figure out what it is.
The table and try again. Johnny, don't give up the word. The table and think say they, right? Say they. Okay. So at first we look at a table, right? We look at okay, let's try and see if we can do this. Okay, let me clean up the screen first. Okay. And right, this is the same, but
I
so
can't.
say they, right? Can you not see it?
I can't see it because the black thing's in the way again.
The black things. Can you guys see it now or no?
Yeah,
So
now.
no. Okay. How about, say they, right? Say, so you start with S, right? So say, this is say, right? How do you say this?
Sit.
Good job. But we miss the A, right? I sound. Say they, right? We miss the I sound. So we find I sound here, right? Say, that's say, right? Say they, right? They start with what kind of sound does it start with? Does it sound like a I, E, U at all? They? Does it sound like a kakikuke call?
It sounds
Does it
like
sound
an
like
R.
it sounds like an R? So we look at ra di do de do, right? So we look at that roll, right? We like what we sing and la di do de. We find there, right? So right here is there. Say they, right? There's an I sound again. So we go back here, right? You guys got it? Say they. It's spelled this way. The correct answer is say. And remember, this is how you write. Okay. Say. They. Okay, that's a Holy Spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing this and let's see if we can, how much we can go through.
血は暴漠として何もなく、闇が大水の表の上にあり、神の霊がその水の表を動いていた。 神は仰せられた。
光あれ。
すると光があった。神は光を良しと見られた。神は光と闇を分けられた。神は光を昼と名付け、闇を夜と名付けられた。夕があり、朝があった。第一日。
Okay. So was that fast?
Not really.
It's
But
not really.
But I couldn't understand it, and I couldn't write it down because it was too fast to write it down, but it wasn't very
Okay.
fast.
It's not too fast to follow. Okay, so Kami no Re. What is Kami no Re? That's a Holy Spirit, right? Kami no Re ga. He's doing something. Sono means this. Okay, what does sono mean?
This. This.
Okay. Sono mizu. Okay, this water. Remember we were talking about water earlier?
Yes.
And what is on the surface of the water?
The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit is before it, but there's also darkness, right? Darkness was there, and Holy Spirit was there too. And Holy Spirit is mizu no omote. What does omote mean?
Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit.
No, don't make your own answer. Don't answer like what other people answer. We talk about seire. Seire, what is seire?
Water.
No, mizu is water, right? Right? Mizu is water. Seire is the Holy Spirit. Right? Mizu is water. So, Kami no Re, Holy Spirit, ga sono mizu o ugoite ita. Right? He was moving on the surface of the water. Ugoi means move. Ugoite ita is he was moving. Okay.